What up, man? It's your friendly neighborhood man, J5TH. What up, man? We live in the compound right now with the Patio PolitiCz. I am 1/3 of the Patio PolitiCz. Shout out to DJ Infant J and LP, the host, man. But today we got a very, very live, spiritual, woken for all you people that sleep right now. We're about to wake y'all ass up. Real talk with some real knowledge and wisdom, man, from the heart, spirit, and soul of Yahawa Bashem, Yahawa Shai. Now, all y'all that's woke, y'all understand that. Y'all overstand it. Those that sleep, just stay tuned. And right after this thing, y'all gonna understand what all that mean. All right? Patio PolitiCz.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you're rocking with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. Yeah. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try. Yeah. Cause it's right for life. Oh. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try. Yeah. We hope you stay a while.
Yes.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Yeah, we back, we live, man, and direct. So like I told y'all, man, we got a very special guest. This is sandbox stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me cut down this music, man. Let me get a mic check from my brother.
Mic check.
There we go. Listen, y'all. When I say sandbox shit, you talking about our fathers know each other. They grew up together on the Eastside. And I have to strongly emphasize on this episode how pivotal, imperative, and important the Eastside Low Bottoms is. Because our humility, our upbringing, our hardships, this knowledge and wisdom, this toughness, this grit that you're about to hear, it comes from where we were born and raised at. You know what I'm saying? From the 46 to the bricks. You know what I'm saying? And those from the Eastside Low Bottoms know what the bricks is. It's a certain type of projects that's probably, I would say, the most dangerous projects on the Eastside. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Nickersons. But when y'all come down to that Low Bottoms, man, when you come lower, when you come northbound past Gage, you know what I'm saying, and Slauson, y'all know where y'all gotta come, man, who y'all gotta check in with, man. So this is my brother from the Eastside Demos, you know what I'm saying? Man, introduce yourself, man. I ain't even gonna say no.
Man, what's the deal, man? It's your boy Iram Ahla.
Iram Ahla. Y'all hear that, right?
Iram Ahla.
No,
man.
He's not a Muslim.
No, absolutely not, man. It's a Hebrew word, but it's not Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Hebrew Israelite, man.
Now tell him what your name mean.
Yeah, so Iram goes back to the word prudent, you know, in Hebrew. So, you know, my elder gave me the name. He said I was very prudent, and prudent goes into just somebody that has like the fortitude and the foresight to kind of you know, be circumspect and analyze situations, right? So he analyzed that in my spirit, and he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and name you Iram. And Allah, what you know, is a Hebrew word that means God.
Come on.
So you know the Muslims, they say Allah.
Allah, exactly.
You know
yes.
But, you know, they got the Arabic dialect, but, you know, we got the real pure Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? The pure Hebrew go back to the ancient Semitic language, you know, which we taking back, Iram Ahla.
Now listen, my brother. First and foremost, before we dive into it, I just want to thank you for coming on.
I appreciate you.
You know, because I feel this is definitely an important platform just to let the world know, man. You know, you guys got y'all YouTube where y'all cutting people left and right. You know what I'm saying? The world ain't tapped into it, so prayerfully, you know, all praises that this could be another platform to be able to share this truth. with our people,
Facts.
with the 2/3, man. You know, so before you got into this truth, man, let's talk about, man, my brother Sydney.
Talk about him.
Let's talk about it, man. I met my brother, man, when we was on the East Side playing for the demos. I'm either a year or two older than my brother, my Rada. You know, so when I was in Mighty Mites, he was in Tiny Mite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you was a machine, a touchdown machine, man.
Yeah.
You played quarterback. Talk about all that, man. Growing up on the East Side, all that.
Man.
Out the project.
Man, it's crazy, man. You know, going all the way back. Like when I said we sandbox bros, we really are. You know
Real
what I
talk.
mean? Like,
Real talk.
He one of the earliest friends I have, and it's interesting, man. I don't know if you remember, big bro, when we used to, you know, politic on the football field, man. You always had that spiritual continuity, man, where you'll be like the prayer warrior before we go out to battle and lead us.
Man.
You always had that leadership role, man. I remember that, man.
All praise.
Brother, like 9 years old, leading the flock. Hey, y'all come here, gather together. We're gonna go ahead and get this prayer in real quick.
Let's pray
before we go out here to battle, man. So I remember that, man. You know how it is, man. Back, you know, backyard project living.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throw up tackle. You know what I mean, to the field, man. You already know, man.
So let me ask you, man, just what was it like, man, growing up in the Pueblo Projects? Because a lot of people don't know about the East Side Low Bottoms and the projects that are in there, the Del Rio Projects.
Right.
like talk about it. What was that like growing up, man?
It was lovely, man. I mean, growing up in the projects, like you said, our fathers knew each other, so it was a family vibe.
Yeah.
We talking 5-6 generations.
Yeah, real
a family
talk.
that know each other. So
Real
you know,
talk.
from the Great Migration, we had a lot of our family that migrated from the South that couldn't get homes, so they were placed into the projects.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these people who live there are all family coming from Mississippi, Arkansas, you know, what have you. So all these people are family.
Yeah.
So when we, you know, so when I say that, it's like my great grandma was cool with Lil Bo grandma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Project Bo grandma. Our grandmas both went out and hung out together.
Yeah.
So it's a natural progression for the grandkids to kick it too, right?
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real
so
talk.
it was a family vibe.
Real talk. And how did you get into football?
Football, my uncle, and my pops, of course, but my uncle, like he was like the highest, I would say, in terms of he set the bar. You know, he played at the collegiate level. Was this close to making it to the league before he tore his ACL.
Unc?
Unc.
Wow.
Unc was cold, man. Like he showed me some of his he was cold, bro. He was Ed Reed before Ed Reed.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He was Ed Reed before Ed Reed.
Okay.
Always on the field, man. Everywhere, man.
Wow.
And you know, he was looking at football like the way out.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't looking at it like a sport. He was looking like, man, I got to get out of this.
So let me ask you, is this Unc that's younger than Pops?
Yeah,
What?
he's right after Pops. Right after Pops, man. Yeah. Cold. Matter of fact, you familiar with him.
I know.
Yeah, that's the one that came to the.
He came
one.
came to Fremont.
Yeah, Fremont. Yeah, that one.
He shut down our practice.
that one.
He shut down the practice. He punked the coaches. He had everybody on mute, and I'm like, I told y'all, nigga, in the bottoms we don't play. Niggas was quiet. They was scared.
Yeah, that.
Wow. Yeah. Man, shout out to Unc, man. Shout out. So did Pops play too?
Yeah, Pops was for sure. You know, my primary motivation, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of like who made it the furthest was my Unc. Pops, you know, he had to make some sacrifices for the family. You know, being the oldest.
Yeah.
So he had to take that kind of shield for everybody else, and you know, be that stepping stone everybody can kind of come behind. But so growing up, I would say those was my two initial influences, and of course, you know, you got the I think at the time, who was winning when we was growing up? Frisco and Cowboys.
Yeah.
So Emmett.
In the 90s,
yeah. Emmett in them was my, you know.
Frisco, you got Steve Young.
Rice, Jerry Rice,
John Taylor.
Dion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those was my natural influences.
That was a Tecmo Bowl days.
That was a Tecmo Bowls days. You already know, man. So yeah, those was like my influences, and then of course the projects, the hood.
Yeah.
The hood was like really probably the biggest influence, because you couldn't be from the projects and just be a kid in the house. Like,
nah,
you had to come outside. During my time, you had to be outside, man.
And just talk about the projects, man, because a lot of people don't know about the the Pueblo Del Rio Projects,
Right.
man. Just all the talent that came out of there. And just all the cool cats, man.
Yeah.
Some of the coolest cats I done met in my life, man. Shout out to Pops, man.
Yeah,
that's
shout out to
my
Pops,
dude.
man.
CNC, man. That's my dude, man. Always show love. Pops is one of the coolest cats I ever met in my life, man. He always show love, and you know that's Aunt. That's Aunt. Big time Aunt. So what was that like? You know, just growing up, coming out of the projects, man. Like. Cause I know you didn't go to Jeff.
Right.
Out of high school.
Right.
You went to Dorsey.
I went to Dorsey, yeah.
Man, I'm a Dorsey K for
Yeah.
life. You know,
Yeah.
but I know you was killing there too in the
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
So did
yeah.
you play QB there or what?
Nah, I was receiver.
Wow.
Switched it up there, yeah.
Come on, man. But what was it like just growing up out of there? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, like I said, like it was real family oriented, man.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, growing up there, like I didn't even realize the dangers of it until I got older and
Till you
was
got
able
older.
to kind of leave, you know, and see it. Like, it was
Yeah.
natural to hear gunshots. It was natural to see the helicopters. It was natural to see, you know, us constantly as kids getting hemmed up, like what y'all got in your pockets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was, you know, these are things just, and it's sad to say that, but it's normal.
It was our norm.
It was normal
Yeah.
for us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you know, aside from the BS, it was like I said, real family oriented, man. You got going all the way back to playing, you know, marbles,
Yep.
playing parks, building clubhouses. You know what I mean? From that to playing basketball and football, of course, and then you know, as you got older, we started getting fly, trying to go to the movies.
Yeah.
You know
you
what I'm
talking
saying?
about, man, come on. You talking about Slauson Parks.
You already know the Slauson Park.
It was different, man, cause growing up off the 6 on 46th Street on Compton Ave,
Right.
we didn't cross 49th.
Right.
Cause we knew, you know what I'm saying? And y'all park was Slauson Park, ours was Fred Roberts. And you already know who over there.
Right.
But ours was Fred Roberts, so it was like, nah, don't go over there unless y'all want them issues.
Right.
But our calling card was playing for the demos,
Facts.
where we met at.
Right.
So talk about that whole experience, just playing for the demos. How did you get into that? Who got you into the demos?
Yes.
How did you? Yeah.
So my pops, you know, me and pops played for the demos,
Mhm.
and he figured like, look, it's time for you to go ahead and put your big boy pants on, man. You're gonna go ahead and do this professionally or more organized. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
but that's shit. Where we grew up, that was our profession.
That was our
the
profession,
pros.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because you know, I went for playing throw up tackle in the backyard. He was like, let's go ahead and
Get you in tackle.
let's get you in tackle, man. Let's see if you can do this, man. So my first day, I forget his name, man. He was damn. Was it Fareed? Is that his name?
Yeah, that's
Fareed.
yeah, my cousin.
Fareed,
Yeah.
Fareed knocked me out of my helmet, bro. I'm talking about ear muffs over here. Man, but it made me tough though. It was necessary, man. You know, big bro, y'all made me tough, man. Because I was coming in. I think we was tiny mites, but you had the 8 and 9 year olds.
You got the older cats.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
y'all made us tough, man. Initially, so yeah, that was my little first day. I had a little tears there, here and there, but my pops was like, "Hey, man, wipe that off, man. This gonna be your, this what you gonna do."
That's
From
that.
now on, so
man,
go ahead and get used to this.
Shit,
So.
that's that Eastside shit though. I be telling people we didn't have no prelims or prerequisites like flag football.
Nah.
We playing throw up tackle with our cousins and all that. So okay, he ready. 7, 6 years old. We at Ross Snyder's
Facts.
practicing. It's fun. That shit fun with no pads. Then when you see the pads come on, you like, all right,
Different.
man, they get that hit line. You remember?
For
that shit
sure.
is traumatizing, man.
Traumatizing. Bro.
It was like that for me my first year where I'm like, nah, Pop, I'm cool. He like, nah, you gonna play.
Keep playing.
But
yeah.
damn, like, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to hit against Big Red, a lot of folks, and where it was like I had the same experience you had where I'm like, I don't want to play this. This ain't what you whopped it up to be. Right. So yeah, nah, that shit crazy.
Yeah. So that was my initial little experience, but then as time progressed, I started kind of getting the knack of it. You know what I mean? I started getting the knack of it, and then the skills got better, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I got in my lane, man, and then I got accepted by the big bros. Y'all stamped me, man.
Oh yeah.
You, Cliff, Fareed, and all them boys. Y'all start stamping me after a while. So it became easy after a while. But initially, like I said, I got my helmet, my ear. I probably had a concussion, bro.
Nah,
No cap. I might have had a concussion that day, man.
This Eastside football. This ain't no flag. This is straight like the shit we probably was doing was illegal for 7 and 6, 8-year-old cats. Land on your back, blow the whistle. We gotta hurry to get up and we getting hit.
You getting hit. Remember the 2? You got to run through the 2 dudes?
Yeah, to the 2. We was hitting 2 people at one time with the ball. Man. And crying.
For sure.
You know, and we couldn't quit. That's Eastside shit.
And you know Coach AJ was going to be like, hey, man, you don't get up.
Yeah, AJ, yeah.
Shout outs to,
yeah, shout out to AJ. Coach AJ, man, one of the dopest coaches on the tiny mic level of the demos, man. But we gonna take a break real quick. We'll be back, man, more with the Patio Politics. J Fifth, my great brother, Sam Box, my loved one, Iram, man.
All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me, ain't no nigga like me. I'ma show you, baby. I'ma make you mine. All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me.
My mom passed away when I was 14, so I ended up getting like 4 other moms, and you know, I took from each one, and as I saw their characters, it taught me how to grow into a woman.
The biggest obstacle and challenge that I faced along the way is self-sabotage.
I'm constantly growing. I've made mistakes. I've made things that I've had to go back and correct. That's all part of the process.
Because of my dark skin and my thick thighs and my big booty, for a long time I fed into what Hollywood or America said that I wasn't.
I hate people say that you're not gonna do that, you're not gonna be able to make it, you're not good enough. That inspires me.
I really follow the cats in the game that stick to code, ethic, you know, just morals.
I like to humble myself in front of people to show them that it can be done.
What I feel that sets me aside is having God by my side, because He is the one that makes me unique, and He is the one that gives me the strength in order to make myself seem unique.
You trust me? Come here. I want to help you ease your anxiety if you allow me to. I think it's magical how kisses slow down time. I can make your spirit move at the pace of the earth when your lips meet mine. Life is so much better when you slow down. You're so in a rush just to go nowhere when the best place to be is right here, making a positive out of all the negatives.
Yes. We back. The Patio Politics, man. It's your man J5TH. DJ F and Jaden snuck in his. He late as, man. Nigga always late, man. On Color People Time. But he here with us, man. What up, DJ F and J?
Hey, this what hard work look like, man.
All right, for sure, man. We got to get him off that plantation. But we still here, man, with my brother Iram, man.
Yeah.
My rider, man. My brother. Sandbox. Sandbox.
For sure.
Man, so, man, before we get into all the great stuff, man, what was your transition coming from? We're going to talk about the football stuff because I cannot let this go, man.
Right.
I was one, I played defense, so I didn't score touchdowns. You was a touchdown machine, Iram, man, like you was.
Right.
What was that transition like coming out of the demos, going to Dorsey High and Tuskegee? No. Did you go to Tuskegee?
Yep.
Yeah, going there, and what was that whole thing like?
Yeah, so it was like natural, you know what I mean? Because, Dorsey, I played with, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Rome.
But y'all, yeah.
Stefan. You know, these are the same faces I've been seeing all my life.
All your life,
so it was like a natural progression, man. All the Baldwin Hill cats that we used to go head to head with, they was there. So it was a natural progression. It was easy, actually. The door was kind of like wide open for me.
Was you going there doing the demo shit, man?
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, it was me, Jeremiah.
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm
know
saying.
What I'm saying? We came in and had to, you know, let them know real quick. Like, look, y'all Baldwin Hills, we demos.
And people don't understand a lifelong Eastside, Westside beef,
for sure.
Let alone. and I think they started converting, Baldwin Hills started converting to Crenshaw. And then it really got, fuck all y'all. Like,
yeah,
it's a lifelong beef. So when you went to Dorsey, did you have to transition into that? Because people be like, oh, you demos, what?
Not on the football team.
Yeah?
Not on the football team. The football team was love. Like I said, the door was already wide open because Rome kind of set the platform.
He set the tone. Yeah.
He made the door like real easy for me and Jeremiah to kind of come in. And, you know, Jerry was crazy with it. You know, when Jerry got out there, he did his thing. So it was like a easy transition for me.
Shout out to Jerome Johnson, man. That's my brother, man. That's my brother. He set the tone, man.
Set the tone. So he made it easy. Now, where it got tricky, big bro, was on them bus rides.
Yeah.
Wearing a Dorsey beanie was like wearing a damn red rag, man. That's where it got tricky, man. So
you got bus from Jeff?
You know, I had to catch the 105.
Oh, so you was really
from the project
MTAing it.
MTAing it.
Oh,
like really MTAing it, man.
So did you walk to the 105 or you 55?
Dash. Took a dash from the project.
Got you.
What's that, Vernon?
Yeah.
Then
the
Vernon all the way up, yeah. So,
man,
man, you could just imagine. So having my Dorsey pads and having my Dorsey beanie was like wearing a red rag, like real talk, man. Because, you know, I got to go through 100 hoods.
Yeah.
I got to go through Manual Arts. I got to go through Crenshaw High School.
Yeah.
I got to go through I got to go through a lot of different people, man. And they was all tripping. Everybody was tripping, man.
So why you didn't go to Jeff, man?
Man, that's a good question, man. You know what? I should have went to Jeff, man.
Because imagine if we all went to...
I should have went to Jeff. I don't even... You know what it was? I think it was Jeremiah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wanted to play with my bros.
Because y'all played every...
Yeah, we played all the way up, from youth up. So I was I want to kind of play with somebody that I'm familiar with. We had a little Trav in them there, but it was tricky at the time. It was tricky at the time, man.
Yeah.
Brothers was, you know, dabbling into other stuff. But Jeremiah was like, as you see, he made it to the league.
He made it to the league. Him and Jerome. Yeah.
Both of them made it to the league. So I was like, I think this might be a smarter route.
Yeah.
Go this lane. Because there's too many distractions at Jeff, man.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of distractions at Jeff. Who knows what would have happened to Jeff, man?
We would. But imagine the city championships. We probably would have. We would have been back to back with shit
for sure.
Yeah,
we had the talent.
Yeah,
but it was just all the other politics.
Yeah,
if we could have stayed focused without all the extras curricular, we would have been green.
Because you talking about y'all coming from the 50s and then going to the 40s, early 40s and 30s. It start It
was dangerous, man.
Yeah,
it could be the life chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm gonna say this, man. Out of all my Damu comrades and blood comrades, man, the Pueblos has always showed me love. Man.
Right.
Always. But genuine, like, it's my day one sandbox.
For sure.
I ain't blooding them. It's never been that to 36 years old, never been that, man.
Right.
Y'all my comrades for life, though.
For sure.
Real talk. So what was your whole experience like in Tuskegee?
So Tuskegee, man, it was a culture shock, man. I ain't gonna lie, because the language barrier, man. You know what I'm saying? It was love.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see so many black, intelligent group of people in one place.
Yeah.
Like this, the South, you know, the Southern Bells. The Southern talk. It was a little tricky, man. You know,
I know what.
I'm fresh off the plane, brother. Tell me, hey, bro, you got a square? Hey, bro,
yeah.
Hey, give one of the squares. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What you talking about? So yeah, the language barrier was a little tricky, but Tuskegee was beautiful, man. It was beautiful.
What made you pick Tuskegee?
I'm gonna keep it a buck, big bro.
Yeah.
What made me pick Tuskegee? It was the girl I was dating at the time.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It was the girl I was dating at the time, because I actually had contact with Boise State.
Yeah.
Boise State wanted me to come on. Not full ride or nothing like that, but they was like, you know, you can go ahead and walk on, and then, you know,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, prove your spot.
But was football ever your passion?
It was my passion, but I never looked at it like it was gonna be my way out. Honestly.
Got you.
I wanted to transition to something else.
Like what though?
At the time, business, but I didn't know what business, but just business.
Business in general?
Yeah, business in general. Yeah.
So how did you get into this understanding?
How did I get into this understanding?
Yeah, because I know you transitioned from the music, because I remember when you was still at Tuskegee, man, I mean, this was right off the BET bullshit, but I'm in the grocery store, I run into Pops. Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, shout out to Pops.
As soon as I see Pops, I'm like, man, he like, what's up, Jay? He asking me where my Pops at. I'm like, man, where's Sid at? He like, man, he in Tuskegee doing this thing. I'm like, man, how he doing? He like, he doing real good, man. I'm like, damn, that's cool. I'm like, as soon as you talk to him, tell him I said, what's up, man? That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? But how did you get into the understanding that you into now, though, man?
Right.
Because I know you went from the music, and then you hit a 360 on me. You like, nah, bro, this is what I'm on.
That's what I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so going back to Tuskegee, man, it's funny how it comes full circle. So one of my ox, one of my bros, first dude I met at Tuskegee, sent me a video on a humbug, on a super humbug, because he was like, you rapping, I don't even know if I should share this video with you.
Yeah.
So he sent me the video. I never forget. Brother named Brother Iram.
So hold on, was this after the album?
This is after the album. I'm working on album number 2.
Number 2.
But I'm gonna tell you how spiritual it was, though. You know what I'm saying? All this is spiritual because, you know, Infant gave me the beautiful beat, right, which is still one of my favorite songs right now. You know, the bars I was kicking on there was kind of prepping me for the truth. I didn't even know.
Yeah, it was.
I'm talking about Moses. I'm like, I ain't even knowing that's us.
Yeah.
We was in the wilderness with Moses. So, you know, now I'm a little enlightened. I'm like, damn, the Most High was kind of already prepping me. So fast forward to
you said, hold up, you said a little enlightened? Nah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Nah.
Yeah. So the bro sent me a video. He said, I don't know if I should send you. I know you rapping and you doing your thing, but check this out.
Yeah.
It's gonna change your life.
Yeah.
And I've never heard him talk about the Bible as much.
Wow.
Right. So I'm like, let me go ahead and check it out, man. I wasn't gonna even check it out because, you know, I was doing what I'm in the studio. I'm doing shows. You know, I'm in the strip club. I'm doing the most.
Yeah.
So I checked the video out and I was confounded.
Wow. From that video.
From that video that he sent me. I'm talking about he covered everything. It was like the Most High was speaking to that brother, man.
Wow.
And the video pretty much was a question I never asked.
Yeah.
What was our history before 1619?
Yeah.
I never asked that question.
And let me ask you, was you in the church?
I wasn't in the church, but I was raised in the church.
You was raised in the church?
I was raised in the church, but I wasn't in the church at the time. You know, I was rapping.
Yeah.
I was rapping, but
I'm saying you believed in the Most
sure,
High.
Yeah. So it was a real rude awakening when I got that, because I'm like, damn, I never asked. What were we doing in prior to 1619?
Yeah.
I never asked that question. What were we doing on the western shores of Africa?
Yeah.
I never asked those questions. So he covered everything, bro. He went through migration patterns. He went through the archaeology. He went through historical findings. He went through the biblical prophecy. He tied it all together, and I was confounded. I was like, it was no questions left.
Hold up, now your comrade that sends you the video, he walked you through all this?
No, the brother in the video did.
Yeah. Oh, got you.
The brother in the video did. His
you.
presentation was so on point that I didn't even have questions. When I called my boy back, I said, so damn, we Israelites, huh?
Did he know from that video? Like, yeah,
he didn't know. He didn't know. He was like, I didn't know, man. He was like, bro, I wanted to send it to you 8 months ago, but you was rapping. He said, I see you in a strip club. He said, I don't know if I want to kind of send this to him.
So his spirit was already months ago when
he was months ago into it already.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, man, because this is the backstory behind it, right? Like you said, growing up in the church. So my grandma, bless her heart, man, you know, rest in peace to Granny. She
shout out to Granny, man, rest in peace.
Granny, man. All praises to water. She would say, as a kid, she was like, she using Christian terms. She was like, when God called you to be the preacher, it's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, real talk.
She was like, when God called you, it's
ain't nothing you can do about it.
You can do about it. So you can try to deviate and do your own thing, or you're gonna end up like Jonah.
Yeah,
in the belly of that well.
Exactly.
So she said, but she was like, yeah. So my nephew, God's gonna call him to be a preacher. She kept saying that at 10. I was like 10 and 9. She kept telling me that story, but I realized once I seen that video, I was like, oh, the Most High was prepping me for this.
Yeah.
He was telling me, speaking through my grandma, she didn't know.
Yeah.
She was really prepping me for that particular purpose.
That moment, yeah.
That moment. So
yeah.
It was a rude awakening. Like everything started coming on. It was like the aha moment when I seen that video.
Damn, so in that aha moment, did you like start doing your own research? Because when me and you chopped, you was already there.
Man, it's crazy. Like
you was like,
it was crazy. Like it was so.
Cause you remember me and you was sending voice notes.
We was going back and forth on the voice notes, man.
Back and
it
forth.
Was so, and that was probably one weekend. I hit you up because you was one of the. You was like, I'm like, I know Fifth. He probably only the one brother that I got that's conscious.
Yeah.
And woke.
And I was on that won't he do it?
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was.
Nah, but you was asking critical questions. You was asking the right questions. So I'm talking about I was so on it that I scared everybody around me.
Wow.
I wouldn't even recommend somebody do what I did. I went from, like you said, it was a complete 180. I went from Sid Fly to Iram within a day.
Nah, for real.
Two.
For real.
It was.
For real. No,
Tricky,
but that's the crazy thing, because in the next few minutes we're gonna go on a break, but when we come out that break, I want to talk about how people be so afraid because of the won't-he-doism, that bullshit, how they afraid to ask questions. Or like how you say, when you get at them about certain things, they get offended.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you opened up so much for me to be comfortable to ask questions without feeling, attacked, or like, damn, is he going? You like, nah, Jay, ask me anything, and you challenge me to ask anything. So I'm like, all right, Sid, blah 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 blah, and you like, all right, big bro, blah blah blah. Calm and cool. You met me where I was at, and I'm like, damn, this shit it makes sense. What? Like, then you challenge me to do my own research.
Back.
And you know what I'm saying? We gonna get into all that after these messages, man. We gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in a tick. More with Patio PolitiCz. My brother Iram, DJing for J5TH. Yes.
Calm and strategic is your fucking job. Retribution is mine, nigga.
I know about what it is you guys do. The council.
No one's shit crack, ain't no turning back.
All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me, ain't no nigga like me. I'ma show you, baby. I'ma make you mine. All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me.
Word on the street is you the man. And I ain't talking about no music. Streets let you play with her, man. When you think you done with her, she might not be done with you. You need to stop and think about that shit, Frank. You need to stop and think about that shit.
I'm not fucking around here, all right? 3 strikes and you're out of here.
No matter what I do in life, bad luck always follow me, man. Can't win for losing.
Well, you can't straddle a fence. You
gonna live your life his way, or you gonna live their way. Thing is, you have a choice. Opportunity to change. Change gonna come. So it's gonna come if you allow it.
Are you ready to be great?
I was born to be more than just a gang member.
Is you Frank Blue?
Them streets don't love you no more.
You're thinking about the last time you were home, huh?
Out of my house in the next 2 minutes.
And that's why this go around, that's on everything I love. I ain't gonna do nothing stupid to go back. That's my word.
Streets don't love you no more.
Just left locked
I
up.
just really wanna see.
Down in the pan, Lord gave
I ain't trying to miss out.
for me to do it all again.
How does he make you feel?
Live once for me, you see I live
Like love is real.
Game crippin' hard streets knew I
How
was
do I talk to
nothing
him?
nice. Dice game shoot
Like
'em
you talking to
up.
me?
Thinking lame on sight. Off brands got it too.
Yeah, he
Bang,
gonna listen.
bang every night. Kick in the doorway.
Might be talking to you right now.
All you heard was dirt
don't
gun
love you no more. Raid every block and shot for.
Yeah.
Them streets don't love
We don't do trends, we trendsetters.
Yes, we back, man. Patio PolitiCz, DJ Infant J, J5TH, my great sandbox Iram.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. It don't get no greater than that, man. You know, if y'all understand the trials and tribulations we've came through and the battles. Did you finish at Tuskegee?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I did.
Come on, man. Like, come here. Because a lot of people always ask me, brother, like, Eastside, you mean on Broadway? You mean on Fig? It's like, nah, you gotta go deeper. Maine? No, we're deep.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, you talking about, and they gotta Google, you talking about Central? Compton Avenue. They like, what? In Compton? No, Compton Avenue, the street.
Right.
I'm like, we had to fight for a lot of things, man. We had to fight for attention. We had to fight for, we had to fight for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the privilege of going to Carver like you feel what I'm saying? Or
shout out to Carver.
You know what I'm saying? I went to Fauché, that garbage, but you know what I'm saying? I was expressing to my brother Iram how, you remember at Fred Roberts how I used to be, and how when we, on the basketball team, because I played for the demos, whenever it came time to play sauce, and they like, you already know. Right. Coach T, then rest in peace. Yeah. Coach Mike, shout out to Coach Mike. They'd be like, we going to the Pueblo Projects. They basketball is a little different. It's more like prison ball.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it still was all family, because these were still cats I grew up with and seen playing in the football pads who really, really rocked with me. You know what I'm saying? So I want you like let me know, man, like was it a difficult transition for you coming out of the hip hop and the music? Cause man, your music was hard, Sid. You had bars. And when I mean by bars, see, a lot of cats don't pay attention to bars. Like, I'm talking about Lloyd Banks bars. You feel what I'm saying? Fabulous bars. I'm talking about where you gotta really pay attention to every lyric and nuance that you saying, bar for bar. You was saying some catchy stuff that one. I'm like, okay. Like Broad and Tuskegee writing, like, okay, like he really in his bag with the writing. You know what I'm saying? So was it a difficult transition for you to leave that alone and transition over?
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't a difficult transition at all, because like I said, once I got that video, it brought me back to the memory of my grandma. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of, I realized, like I said, it was the aha moment. I'm like, oh, this is my purpose. Yeah.
Now, do you still have that video?
Yeah, the Brother Jerusalem is still on. Yeah, you
gotta send it to me.
I gotta send it to you, okay?
Because I know people gonna be watching it. Like, let me see if this video.
Yeah, I send it to you. Maybe you can put it in the chat.
Watch with caution. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when you lace me with everything, I remember I hit you. I forgot if it was for a project or something. He was like, Jay, I ain't on that no more. I'm like, yeah, like. I don't know if it would be on a soundtrack or something, but I'm like, man, like, you know, what's good? You straight? He was like, nah, I'm on this. And then that's when me and you start rapping about a lot of spiritual things.
Right.
And that was in my midst of coming out of the church, seeing the bullshit with the Pharisees and the false prophets and the modern day Christianity churches that was going on. Me and you start talking every day on some spiritual stuff, and you start lacing me with stuff.
Right.
But it wasn't forced. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't forced. You remember them
I remember them days on everything.
Yeah.
What's crazy about that, I remember I was like, to my right?
Mm-hmm.
And you was like, yeah, for sure, keep it look. Check it out. I'm a Christian though. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you, keep it look. Don't get it twisted. I'm a Christian. I'm like, I'm a Christian too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I said, just a Hebrew word. He like, what? Tell me more. So yeah, that was crazy. I love that, man.
Yeah.
Biff was like, hold on, man. I'm rocking with you, but look, check this out. I'm still a Christian though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a Christian too, you know. For those who don't know, Christian, the real, true, authentic meaning of the word Christian means you follow the Messiah.
That, see? And people don't know that. Now, how long did it take you to get to where you at now? Because we're going to put a link of y'all videos where you be cutting people and lacing people with just all this knowledge and wisdom, spirituality wise. Like, how long did it take your research with Apocrypha, just videos, whatever you did the research? How long did it take you to really get into on the level you at now?
Like I said, man, maybe 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, it was quick. It was a fast transition, man. I was prepared.
Now, was it an everyday thing or?
It was an everyday. I watched probably like 1,000 videos.
Wow.
After watching it, because I was confounded. I've never in my life been confounded like that. I was confounded.
Wow.
Like speechless.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I knew, my spirit recognized this is the truth. I gotta inquire a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then as I got more, into it, I realized like, okay, this is what the Most High called me to do.
And what was that? When did you know that moment, when you first watched the video, or just into your like studying and researching?
It was probably the second weekend when I was trying to keep the Sabbath holy. And the brother that sent me the video was like, Sid, you going too hard, bro. I've been doing this longer than you.
Yeah.
I had to rebuke him. Like, what you mean we going too hard?
Yeah.
I'm like, what you talking about? We ain't going hard enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I realized, I'm like, okay, my calling a little different. I'm going a little too hard on bro. Maybe he was just a messenger to talk to me.
Yeah.
To get me to go ahead.
To get your attention.
Exactly. So that's what it was. Because that's how the Most High, the Most High can work through other people to get to you. You know what I mean? I want to go to get through Fifth. I might go through his wife.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to you. So I realized at that moment, I said, all right, let me pump my brakes on my eye. You know what I mean? He gon' I don't want to run him away.
Yeah.
But I'm the babe. I'm 2 weeks in.
But what about now though? Do you care about running people away?
It's strategic, you know what I mean? I try to be strategic, you know. It depends on who it is.
Yeah.
It depends on how, I kind of like gauge the temperature of the atmosphere. Yeah, it's strategic. Yeah.
Nah, cause the videos I be seeing, you going in.
I'm going in. Yeah. I be talking. Yeah.
You going in, and I'm like, damn, like, man, look, like, and I always hit you and be like, man, I see you, like, I'm paying attention, I'm watching, like, you. It's no ceiling to how high you're going with it, with the rebuking or everything, and you have references and you have facts to prove it.
Right.
Now, like, for some, like, what I want to challenge you is this, because I have to play the devil's advocate, because you got a lot of the won't he do it's like,
right.
Like, I got questions, because they always got questions.
Right.
Now, when you first came into this understanding, did you have a lot of questions?
Not really. Nah.
But
nah.
You mean?
Yeah, I didn't. Like I said, that video kind of answered everything. I'm gonna send it to you. So
okay.
You check it out. Yeah, it kind of answered everything for me.
Okay.
At least initially. I think the misconception and the confusion with people is they look at the Bible as a religious book. I don't look at the Bible as a religious book.
Yeah.
I look at the Bible as a history book. Right? Mm-hmm. Which changed the dichotomy for everything. Because look, it's a history book from a group of people that really exist.
Mm-hmm.
who chronicleize major events and pass them down to their children.
Yeah.
We just happen to be the offsprings of the people of the book.
Of the book, yeah.
So these people exist.
Yeah.
And their children still exist. We happen to be the people. So that's how I look at it. So now, my natural progression was, let me just take back ownership of my book. Take back ownership of my book. It's like this, Fifth. It's like if you wanted to inform your son on your great grandpa.
Yeah.
Maybe he had like an autobiography or some biographies, right? And you maintain the records. You know what I mean? With the print press, you know, we can kind of maintain the records through uploading it digitally, right?
Yeah.
And then you pass it down to your son's great grandson, right?
Yeah.
There's no way in hell somebody that's not a part of that family can tell you about it.
Yeah, real talk.
And that's what I think the misconception is with the Bible. They not understanding this is a people who exist, who pass down records to children.
Yeah.
Children. We happen to be those children.
But what you and what I find so fascinating about you, Brother Iram, is this, man. You make it relatable for the ear, and I'm saying that because you talk about, like in the last video I seen, you was talking about C-Mac, the dude. You know what I'm saying, and you was saying some relatable stuff with that, where I'm like, damn, it's facts.
Right.
The bullshit with Cardi B, it's like you state facts, but you went where it may seem a person may drift into, man, this is just some bullshit. You know how to keep us.
Yeah.
Now, is that just your thing or what? Like,
man,
you do it on purpose or you?
Sometimes, man, it's like I said, it's spiritual, man.
Yeah.
I can't even gauge it, big bro. Sometimes it's strategic. Sometimes I might do it for shock value.
Yeah.
But for the most times, it's like I'm in the moment.
Now, what's up with the Luke, man? Mr. Luke, like
Mr. Luke 1721.
Yeah, see, 17. Shout out to Luke. What's up, man? I'm waiting on that every week, and I'm like
slipping on it, man.
I'm like, he playing with it, man. Come on.
Yeah, you know, I'll be slipping on it, big bro, man. 12-hour shifts, man. You already know, big bro.
Oh yeah.
12-hour shifts killing me, man.
Man. But you can't tease us like that, man. You can't give us an appetizer and like we waiting, like okay, because the stuff that you what made you get into that whole thing?
Yeah, so the Mr. Luke 1721, I was just trying to motivate people in this knowledge.
Now, before you get into that, I hate to cut you off. Break down the whole Luke 17:21 whole thing for people that don't understand or understand, you know, what that scripture means and everything.
Right, yeah. So Luke 17:21 states, the kingdom of God is within you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's not going to come by observations. So you got to put in the work. So I'll reference the success nutritional facts, because that's basically what Mr. Luke 17:21 is. Taking ownership of your life.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not using excuses, getting to it. Whatever it may be. And that was so the purpose of me creating that was just to kind of motivate brothers and sisters in this transition, because you know, usually when you get this transition, you down, you getting ostracized from family, you getting ostracized from people you know, you love, maybe a girl tripping, whatever. So the Mr. Luke 17:21 idea was like, look, let me uplift y'all.
Yeah.
Get back on your grit, because you can grind in this thing. You don't gotta be a bum, you don't gotta be a slouch.
Real talk. Yeah. Right? Real talk. Facts.
That was for it.
Damn, man. But and y'all touch on you touch on so many things pertaining to marriage, with your girl, things that you may be dealing with. How would you give advice to somebody that's navigating against that whole
right,
your girl not
right,
I ain't feeling it. I'm gonna want to do it. I want to go to the pastor, you know, Creflo, this and then, you know, the bullshit.
Yeah, so that was my situation initially, right?
The first
time I came in. So I was going hard. That's why I wouldn't recommend my style. Like I said, I came out the gate with it, big bro. I wouldn't recommend my style.
But you got a different calling on your life.
Yeah, that's why. So the Most High was dealing with me on a different level.
On a different level, yeah.
Now that I'm more, you know, seasoned.
You a frontliner.
I'm a frontliner, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I didn't understand that at the time. I thought everybody was supposed to be like that, but that's not the case. Everybody has their different walk.
And how long did it take you to understand that?
Maybe 2 years in. I said, okay, everybody don't have the same faith level.
Was it depressing for you?
It was initially because I thought everybody's supposed to go hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the truth. But then I realized, okay, the Most High gives certain people more faith
than others. Yeah.
And that's just how it works. So
yeah.
Once I realized that, I said, okay, now I got to be a little bit more strategic. I got to use wisdom. I got to be calculated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
and is that how you start using the witty stuff?
That's how I started using the witty stuff. I started getting low. Because, everybody not going to receive it, the hardcore brass. You got to be a little more witty. You got to be personal. You got to be friendly. You got to be fun. Like, have all these different emotions. Yeah. You trying to get out to people. And then, you'll have a better chance at getting your purpose across.
Yeah,
your point across rather.
In that mission for that, does it get difficult for you even now to this day? Or are you just kind of like, man?
Nah, yeah, I kind of just navigate to it. The only difficult part was like family, making preconceived judgments.
Yes.
Without asking proper questions.
Yeah.
And I love them to death, but they had these preconceived. You in the code.
Real talk.
They say all these weird things, not to my face.
Yeah,
I hear it, and I love them. But that's like, you can give me a call. I'm not an idiot. I can break this down to you very simple.
Yeah, how you did to me.
Yeah, it's like I can make this very. I won't sound like a preacher, when I'm talking.
And you don't. You didn't sound like that when me and you sat down and talked. And that's what, like, okay, like, nah, like, he making sense.
Right.
And he's not just going religious, quote unquote.
Right.
He's sending me the facts. Where it's like, this is beyond the Bible. 5, like, read it. And you challenged me to do that. When I did, I'm like, okay, like, nah, little bro, he on it. He on it. Like, this is facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try to take away the religiosity aspects to it, especially talking to our people.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from the trauma and the oppression that we face. I try not to. I know this book got a black eye from Christianity, so I try my best to kind of be more strategic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I always ask this question, right? It makes me thinking the question, what's wrong with the commandments of God?
That part right there.
What's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm.
All I'm doing is telling you to live better.
That's it. And I'll never forget. I can't remember the scripture. I don't know if it's Deuteronomy. I believe it's in the 20s.
Right.
But you put me on that to where it was just basically following the commandments. He was like, Jay, that's all it is, a life. That's it.
It's our livelihood. See, people don't understand. Like I said, going back to that analogy I used with the family.
Mm-hmm.
The Heavenly Father, he gave us. He created everybody,
mm-hmm.
right? But he gave us. I'm talking about us, the chosen people, us all in this room, a specific way of life, right? To kind of distinguish us from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And these testimonials in the Bible is our way of life. It's your birthright.
Yeah, real talk.
You know what I mean?
Real talk.
It's your inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at it more like that, like this is my inheritance, you don't need a religion when you are the people.
Nah, not at all.
I'm the people. I don't need a religion. You know what I mean?
And do you think that's a problem we face? Well, not we, but they face dealing with modern day Christianity.
Yeah.
Is that they don't know who they are or their true birthright?
For sure. That's why they coined the whole expression, the lost sheep of Israel.
Yeah. It was referring to us.
Yeah, they're talking about us because we're lost.
Come on.
We was given a whole different identity. And there's a propaganda from the higher ups to keep our history hidden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, because as long as they keep us asleep, the longer they able to preserve their kingdom.
And is that where we talk about the 501c3 and
Yeah, so the 501c3 was a strategic plan by the higher ups,
mm-hmm.
Our oppressors, to systemically keep us in line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I give you niggas these churches, and I allow you to be exempt from taxes, there's a caveat.
Yeah.
You can't say this, and that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So go ahead, do whatever you got to do in the community. Just don't go against this.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is you just violated the first 3 commandments, the greatest one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you just put somebody above the Most High.
Above the Most High. Yeah. And when you first shared that with me, man, I remember we was at the El Pollo Loco on Main in Manchester, right across the street from Roscoe's. We sat for like 2 hours and we politic, man. He brought around us some lunch. You know what I'm saying? We politicked about a lot of deep stuff. And again, you challenged me to ask questions that I'm like, and you seen, I was like, I don't know, man. I want you to get. And you like, nah, Jay, ask me questions.
For sure.
Come on. And that was one of the questions about the 501c3. And when you brought it clear, I was like, I got so upset about it. I'm like, man, that's some soul selling shit. I gotta ask the pastors about this. And you're like, Jay, they not going.
Don't do it.
They not. You know, I didn't believe him until I started seeing the won't-he-doism in people where it's like, they get offended when you
ask questions.
About facts. And you said, nah, Jay, I'm not just saying this. Go look it up. You told me, like, look up this. You sent me videos. Big bro, look up this, look up that. And I looked it up and I'm like, damn, this is real life. And I'm like, damn, we've been deceived for this long. Come on.
Sure, man. And there's nothing new under the sun. When you go into the scriptures, you will see our forefathers did the same thing. They did the same thing. They made a contract or covenant, right? Mm-hmm. Covenant just means a sexy word for contract, right? With our oppressors.
Wow.
All right. And it's always going to be in the contract to go against your God.
And for what, though, when we look at it?
For what? Yeah, because it's no real value.
It's not.
It's no real value. You know what I mean?
It's not no real value enough to keep you from the Most High.
For sure.
And that
because the Most High created us to be sovereigns.
Yes.
So while we want equality and we want to be accepted by massa, we're not understanding when you go into the history, King Solomon.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, man, you talking about, bro, a sovereign. Nobody told him what to do. I don't think we can comprehend that.
Yeah,
sovereign. Like, that's above law, right?
That's above law. Like I'm the one initiating the law.
Yeah,
I don't have a law.
Yeah, exactly.
The only person above me is the Most High.
Exactly.
I govern the whole entire earth.
Yeah.
That's what Adam was created for, to rule the earth. He gave him dominion. That means to rule the earth. That's what we were supposed to do. But of course, it was with a caveat. The Most High said you can rule the earth under these conditions, that you keep my commandments.
And he didn't.
He let us. And look, the cold thing about the story with Adam and Eve, he knew.
Yeah.
He wasn't finesse. He knew. He just didn't want to hear him out. It's the same thing we go through now.
Yeah.
It's like we know. For example, we know Christmas is paganry.
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is about the slaughtering of the Native Americans.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Now your wife might say, "Well, babe, just do this for me this one time." She know how to, just this one time, babe. Like I just want to. I'm not even looking at it like that. I just want to hang out with and that's what happened
with Adam and Eve. Wow.
Adam knew, but he didn't want to hear him off.
But it's like in situations like that, do you sacrifice salvation over again?
Well, looking at how the Most High judgment, nah, because Solomon did that in his older years. That's how. Now the Most High, he cold when it comes to judgment because he gives us everything. So once we break his law, it's all bad, man. People get to losing limbs. Your kids get cancer. Things happen. That's the balance with the Most High. So looking at the history of things, when I see King Solomon, who was in a position of superiority, he went off not because he was stupid, not because he didn't know. It's because he wanted to impress his wife. And when he, trying to, you got 1,000. Remember, he had 1,000 wives.
Yeah.
Trying to impress all these women. After a while, it's gonna start waning on you. Like, damn, I gotta go over here to Chinese New Year. Damn, I gotta go over here to Easter. Damn, I gotta go over here to 4th of July. And then, the Most High, like, didn't I tell you I'll give you whatever you want under one caveat, that you keep these commands and don't deviate? So I would suggest, nah, don't do it, man. Stay strong.
Yeah.
Be willing to lose everything for the Most High.
And what do you think be the challenge with people that's going through that?
The biggest challenge is the unknown. unknown. You know.
Yeah.
That's why going back to the earlier part of the interview when we talked about the faith.
Yeah.
Your faith. If your faith level is weak, because the Most High gonna challenge you.
Yeah. All the time. Yeah. Real
He want to
talk.
see what you about. Are you fool's gold? Or are you real gold?
Are you a frontliner? Yeah.
So he'll put you in a precarious situation to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ride for me or are you gonna ride for them?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, unfortunately, when you get in those tempting situations, a lot of times, brothers,
we ride for the ops.
They ride for the ops, man. And it's like, it's a cold scripture in the Bible, Luke chapter 14, verse 26. It says, be prepared to lose father, mother, brother, sister, wife, kids, and you.
Everything.
Your own life, because your life about to be changed. Your life don't belong to you no more.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't. That's why. And after that, Christ said, because it's written in red. You know, when it's written in red, that's Christ talking.
That's Yahawa Shai.
Yahawa Shai speaking. So Yahawa Shai like, look, count the cost. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to jump in and you not ready. It's kind of like when you game banking, right?
Yeah.
Count the costs.
Yeah.
Because once you get your official, it ain't no turning back.
It ain't no turning back after that. Yeah.
So that's how the Most High operate. It's so many parallels between the things that we do now to the scriptures.
Come on, man. Man, look. It's getting deep. More with Brother Iram, DJing for J5TH, man. We'll be back in the tech after a message from the Patio PolitiCz. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
We don't like Christians and what they stand for, so our purpose is simple. Go to every church and eliminate the real Christians. Or in other words, eliminate people that love the Lord. So we won't be long. Truly believe in God. Truly believe in Jesus Christ. Know that He's real and are willing to die for Him as He did you. Stand to your feet right now.
All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me, ain't no nigga like me. I'ma show you, baby. I'ma make you mine. All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me.
So, Ejima, tell us about your experience.
My experience here is wonderful.
Cut.
You came right in and nailed it. You're amazing. They're amazing. Are those real?
You know I'm gonna give their ass a piece of my mind as soon as I go in there. Ashe, Queen Ashe.
Hi, I'm Ejima. You must be Lil Dick, huh?
Remember Consuela? Who? Foreign state student who stayed with me for like 4 years. He asked me to dance. I said no. He said yes. I said no. He said yes.
I have an audition tomorrow and I was hoping you can possibly help me go over my lines.
Still smoking now?
No, this ain't for me. It's for my friend. You remember Courtney from school?
Everybody call me Mister, but you can call me Man.
Man?
Yeah, last name Bingo.
I don't know about y'all, but I love my city. I wouldn't leave it for nothing in the world. And I'm still the same old Ujima. I gotta get my shit together and together fast.
Yes. We back, man. The Patio PolitiCz. J5TH, DJ FNJ, my brother Iram, my Sandbox, my Rada, my demo comrade, man. If y'all don't know, man, the demos, we was smashing everything from about the 80s all the way through the 2000s.
Sure.
So many championships. We killed Baldwin Hills, killed the Crenshaw,
Inglewood.
Cougar, Inglewood. We killed everybody. Athens Park, bullshit, Sheriff Packers. We killed all y'all. Like, come on. And we hit the hardest.
For sure.
Out of all y'all, Concussion City. Let me ask y'all this, man, before we get into the deep stuff. Y'all remember kickoff and punts?
For sure.
We was head hunting. We was sleeping.
Concussion City, man. The goal in mine was to go full speed and just take somebody out. Right?
Hey, but like Sid said, you see, you wasn't here, man. He talking about a story with free money, hard-heading ass. I had to hit against him. And I'm like, this nigga DNA is just different. He hitting from a whole different place.
Sure.
He hitting from a fatherless home. He hitting from it's just something. He hitting from a whole different place. This is my cousin. Right. But Sid talked about him. So I'm like, when we go head hunting and you the ops, you the opposite team, we knocking your head off, man. You better not be caught slipping on punt and kickoff. Right. Shout out to Big Cliff, man. That's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my rider. Shout out to Cliff, man. You know, we was headhunters. We was headhunters. Now, man, we was talking on break just as far as the transformation, and I know you was asking me to push back, and I was telling you a lot of the pushback is with a lot of my peers, my comrades, where they not in the church, but they don't get it. Right. They're like, man, I see them on the corner. I see them missing. I hear you, Five, but what really? It's like, y'all niggas don't get it, man. Like, it's, if you don't get it by now, you're not gonna get it when the chariots come. And if you don't, then that's, you know. And I look at it too, man. You remember? I know you remember the story because you super Bible. You done brought your weapon.
Yeah.
The story with Lot.
For sure.
Looking back when they was calling his name, you get what I'm saying? It was his family members, his comrades, and all that. And that's how I like to tend to think about a lot of things. Like, if you're not called into this lifestyle, you can call my name, but I can't look back because the Most High has me on a different purpose than you. And if you're called upon his purpose too, you're not even gonna call my name because you looking forward, and I'm gonna see you when it's over.
I couldn't have said it better, big bro.
Yes, you could.
It was perfect. I mean, you laid it down. I mean, what more to say? Yeah.
Because you put me on that, though.
Yeah.
You put me on that. And you told me, you was like, man, Jay, you going to get a lot of pushback. And I didn't believe it when we had our first talk until I started talking to people. And I'm like, damn, they really getting offended. And I'm thinking like, damn, was I like this as a Christian? Arguing, upset, and I'm like, but damn, the Muslims don't be like that. Nobody, they calm when they talk. We the only ones, I don't want to talk no more. Cussing. Now we ain't Christian once we get in our feelings. And I'm like, man, is that religion or is that spirituality? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, did you have to go through all that?
For sure. Absolutely. Still to this day. I go through it all the time. The scriptures say it though, you know what I mean? So it kind of prep you that, you know, people are going to reject the word.
The truth.
And we know the truth is Yahawa Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ. So he wasn't liked as people try to portray him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you read the story about Yahawa Shai, who the world calls Christ, he was hated by many.
Yeah.
He was loved by many, but he was hated by many too. Why? Because he would correct you on your BS.
Yeah. He'd call you out. He'd call you out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so much to the point where the Pharisees, which were a very I like to compare them to like our modern day
pastors.
Not even higher than that. I'll say our modern day government.
People
that's in government. Damn. They were very prestigious and had power.
Okay. I get
you. And they were very intelligent.
Yeah.
The Pharisees were very, because the pastors, and they not.
Yeah.
They're not intelligent.
So we consider the modern day pastors like pawns?
Yeah, they're just false prophets. We'll just call them false prophets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pharisees are people who are enlightened, who can duke it out and go scripture. Remember, they was always trying to come to Christ and
challenge.
Yeah,
they
was sharp.
But they was doing that to Paul too.
They was doing it to Paul too. They was always sharp. So, I look like the Pharisees, man. Like they on a different level, man. They not like the Christian church. I know we kind of related to the Christian church because of the glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
The Pharisees are going to be people who actually know the truth. And that's dangerous because you gotta really look at their deeds.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna say the right things, but they're not gonna do the right thing.
So we looking more towards action opposed to you talking about being on the front line, but you ain't really about that action.
For sure.
Damn. Now what advice, like, say if somebody watching this, my brother, and they like, damn, I really want to come into this understanding. However, I'm afraid of the pushback. What advice would you give them?
So who you more afraid of? The Most High? Because when God said fear him, he really mean that.
Yeah.
So you gotta really put we don't understand the greatest commandment is to put the Most High God in front of
everybody and everything.
Everything. And you gotta be prepared to lose it all.
Yeah.
Get it back. Remember I'm not sure if y'all familiar with the story with the rich man and Yahawa.
Yeah.
When he told him, look, sell everything you have and come follow me. And I give you it all back times 100.
And he didn't want to.
His faith got challenged, man. And that's where people don't understand. This is a faith-driven business. Faith means you gotta believe something that you ain't seen yet.
Move on the unknown.
Move on the unknown.
It's action. It's all action. It's a verb. It's action.
And we got faith on a lot of things. Like, for example, if you call it fifth, at any time, it don't matter where you at, he coming, right? You say, I need you. It's an emergency. He coming, right?
Yeah.
You have faith. He's coming, right?
Yeah.
Why we don't have that type of faith with the Most High?
The Most High, because we really don't have faith.
That's what it is. We lack faith, man, and it's impossible. The scriptures say, pursuant to Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, it's impossible to serve the Most High without it.
Message. Come on, man. Now, I remember you was telling me too. You was like, man, 5. If you go into church with this, they gonna kick you out.
For sure.
What was your experiences like with that?
So my experiences, like I said, I was out the gate with it. So I went to my old pastor.
Mm-hmm.
He left the church with his son. So I'm getting into the scriptures with him, and I'm letting them know. I'm like, look, the Jews are black. There's no such thing as a black Jew. The Jews are black.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the greatest one to ever walk the earth, Yahawa, who the world calls Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
He's a black man.
Yeah.
And he was so indoctrinated. Like, he was listening, and I'm showing him the proof, but he was like indoctrinated. And he was like, Sid, you sounding a little radical. You sounded like the Tuskegee. It was kind of getting to you, man. You know what I mean? Like,
he tried to hit you on some personal.
Yeah, he was like, tone it down a little bit. And I had a little passion. Maybe I should have. I'm more polished now. But I was trying to emphasize. I'm like, bro, they hijacked our identity.
Yeah.
People don't understand. You can't be like call yourself a Jew unless you go back to the tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
People don't understand that. They think it's kind of like me saying I'm Chinese tomorrow. They don't understand. Like, being a Jew is your patrilineage, your bloodline.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. This is a patrilineage going all the way back to the man Judah.
But see, people think when you say Jew, they think, oh, so am I Jewish? And they tie that in with the Holocaust.
See, they tie that in with a religion.
Exactly.
The Jewish man lets you know he ain't the real deal in his name.
Yeah.
Jew-ish.
Ish, yeah.
The suffix ish means something like a Jew.
Right, likely, yeah.
Not something like it, but I'm not quite.
Yeah.
So he already let you know what time it is. So who are the real Jews? See, people identify Jew with being a custom or a religion or a tradition. They not understanding. No, before all that, this means you go back to a man named Judah.
Yeah. Man. Now, talk about, man, just the whole thing with, because I know you didn't start off doing what you do on the corners,
right,
and everything, the highways and byways. How did you get into that? Because I know you had to
work my way up. So
yeah.
So I joined this congregation called True Nation. I'm familiar with that. Went to school.
Mm-hmm.
It was actual school. Got the conditioning and the learning from the elders.
Mm-hmm.
Got charged up. Had to take my test. Work my way up, man.
So is that where you got your name, Iram?
That's where I got my name, Iram. From my elders,
yeah. Now with the naming, because is it like gang stuff or what? Like, It's
The
like
name?
your put on. Once you get your name, you like.
I guess you could say that. You can relate it like that. Yeah, you official now. You solid now. Yeah, you official now.
How long did it take you to get your put on your name?
My name, like it took like about 6 months. About 6 months.
But I know in that 6
I was gonna say, can we get the meaning of Iram?
Oh yeah. Iram goes back to the word prudent and being circumspect, right? So my elder said, these is qualities I see in you. You're very prudent and you circumspect and you kind of analyze everything. You're very diligent and you pay attention to detail. So those things kind of compass, my spirit.
And see, people think, man, it's like with the Hebrew Israelite stuff, it's just like, man, they just look at the corner stuff and like, that's it.
Yeah.
Nah. So break that down. It's not like that. Because even remember, I was asking you, like, all right, man, you're having a function, like, I want to offer you a drink, and you like, man, like, you put me on the whole thing about Jesus drinking wine. You gave me scripture. You gave me precepts. I'm like, oh, okay.
Man, look, the Most High require us to have a good time.
Wow.
They not understanding, right? You see the player, holidays, holy days.
Yeah.
White men spent it and gave us holidays. Now the Most High gave us holy days to turn up and have a good time. So all the things we do on the holidays, the Most High gave us commandments. He said, look, I'm commanding y'all to turn up. Get wine, get on the dance floor with your wife, get the kids out, get the dominoes cracking, and have a good time.
Wow.
They're not even understanding. It's the most beautiful thing in the world.
Wow. Now, are the Most High holidays coincide with Esau's holidays?
No,
because I know
not.
people will be like, all right, well, he said, the one he said, turn up. Jesus said it, so I can turn up on Thanksgiving or I can turn up on Christmas.
Nah, Most High holidays are documented mainly in the book of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, but all throughout Scripture. You got, of course, the Sabbath.
Yes, sir.
That's every week. Then we have a new moon. That's 12 cycles a year. So we got 12 functions every month. We got one. Then we got Passover. We got Memorial Simon. We got First Fruits. We got Feast of Trumpets. We got Day of Atonement. Feast of Tabernacles. And then we got Feast of Dedication, which they call Hanukkah. And then we got Nicanor, and Purim, Feast of Purim. So we got a lot of holidays, man. And Purim is the cool thing about Purim. We about to celebrate Purim in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, man. I don't know how y'all come through if y'all got time.
No, please.
That's like our Christmas.
Wow.
We can exchange gifts. People not even understanding. Hey, look, everything you can do in the world, you can do it in righteousness. So, we about to go hard body on the gifts, man.
So now, do you think people only do that because of the programming or what?
For sure. It's the programming. Indoctrination, when you look that word up, big bro, it means to believe a lie, right? A doctrine or a lie uncritically. That means you can't criticize it. And that's our
that sounds like a law.
That sounds like a law.
Yeah.
Man. That's our people. Right? We were taught, we were spoon-fed lies, and we can't speak against it. Social engineering.
Thanks.
This is just how it is.
Yeah.
That's what they say. I can't change the world. Yes, you can, nigga.
Yeah.
You don't even know how powerful you are. You can.
Yeah.
Your mind is weak.
That part.
And see, we ought to have been there where our mind was weak because of the systemic programming.
For sure.
Man, and I think the most difficult thing for us usually be the people we tie to, whether it's family, or our comrades, whoever. That be the shit, because once we make our transition, and like you said, the Most High pulls us in different ways. He know who's going to be the generals, which I consider you. He knows who's going to be the frontliners. He knows who's going to be. He already properly positioned you. So when we get in our position, we already, like you knew you was a general. You went harder. You went harder on the person who put you on, and he like,
that's crazy.
And he gave you a bar, but that was just a little bit to jumpstart you to becoming the general that you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, do you still kind of, with the True Nation, what was the whole transition with that into getting into where you at now?
Yeah, so initially, the brother Ratazan and I, shout out to my bro.
Shout out to Ratazan, man.
Shout him out, man. That's the brother. We weren't even sure that we was going to do this together. We wasn't sure.
Wow.
We just knew we had to get out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not that it was too toxic. It was just like we got to go in different directions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different directions.
Yeah.
We not seeing eye to eye with our brothers on how we want to move in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We still love them. Let's go ahead and just, take a couple steps back.
Yeah.
And we had maybe like a 2 or 3 hour conversation. And from there, that's when I realized, I'm like, damn, the Most High wanted this to happen.
Wow.
Because it was so I'm telling you, bro. Week 1, we had like 30 soldiers come. Sign me up. I'm like, this the Most High. Ain't no way in hell we could have did this.
Yeah.
People might have thought we plotted this.
And did you do one speaking before that?
No speaking.
No?
A Facebook post. 30 brothers showed up.
And are they still there?
About 15.
All praises.
So we lost half, but
all praises,
they still
man.
might be tapping in on the line, but
Yeah.
Yeah. So majority of them we still tap in with.
Wow. That's because I remember you invited me to some True Nation had. I don't know if it was a Thursday or Wednesday. It was midweek when I came. And you picked me up off the 7 on Broadway. I'm in there. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm feeling it. And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm like, I'll probably never go into church ever again.
Man.
Based on just my overstanding with a lot of things that I grew to understand. And it didn't just take that because I had a lot of questions. And that's what I was telling Brother Iram, like, when you coming out of Christianity or making that transition, it's difficult asking them questions to somebody that's hardcore because they make you feel like, damn.
Hold on, man. Let me give my bro my props, man. Let me give him his flowers. Let me give him his flowers right now, man. This dude catch on. I'm talking about he's intelligent, very sharp brother. He kind of gassing me up right now because I didn't even have to do too much with him. I didn't have to explain it 100 times. I didn't have to, let me go over it again. It was like very natural to him. Like one time, all I had to do was say it one time and he got it. And he just built it on it. Like the next time I see him, I'm like, damn, bro, how'd you grow this fast? So and the class we went to, it was one of those classes where you have to be real spiritual, and he was tapped in. Yeah. For your first time to go to something like that, to be that tapped in, taking notes, going over, I'm like, bro. So I'm not gonna let you do that, man. Fire was already there, bro. He just needed somebody to kind of lead him to the water. He was already there.
Praises.
He was prepared.
And you was the first one I hit once shout out to Brother Matthias, man. Once he gave me my hood name.
Yeah.
the Ruwak. Ruwak. I hit you. I told you, I'm like, man, I got my name. He's like, what? Like, we texted. I'm like, yeah, Brother Ruwak, quick understanding. And I gave the scripture, the precept. You like, oh, okay, yeah, you win. Yeah. He was like, you win. So, he gave our his name. He gave our Kendon his name. We was on, but it was just a beautiful spiritual transition, man, into enlightenment, in the truth, the real truth. You get what I'm saying? And you told me from there, like, man, Fire, you gotta these highways and byways, you gotta hit them though. You gotta hit them. You put on now,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm on it, whether it's through however I do it or not. And that's when I told you. I changed my whole dynamic of rapping at that point.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm like, I ended up watching, I believe Brother Matthias shot me Goodbye Uncle Tom. And he like, look what our oppressors been doing. Uncut. And I hit you like, you check this out? You like, big bro, I can't even write like this. I seen it like. But the same books and everything, I'm just like, damn, like this is crazy. And from that day forward, I'm like, I can't rap about the same what you was on.
Right.
I'm like, it's pointless. We can rap about strippers, big boot, like that. Come on, man. But what are we really doing for our people. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
What are we really preaching? What's the real outreach? What's the highways and byways type of preaching that we getting into our people besides the nonsense? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know about that. And I kid you not, a lot of people that are still dumbed down, when I told them about Goodbye Uncle Tom, Babylon and Timbuktu, I don't want to read that. It was a demon in them where it's like, I'm good. We didn't see too many slaves. I'm like, but this is the truth though. When you talk about a documentary that was banned in the United States of America with 3 Ks, come on, man.
Why wouldn't you want to watch it?
Why wouldn't you want to watch it? You ain't got to watch it with your children. I wouldn't recommend that, but for you need to watch it to see. You get what I mean?
And I want to touch on that. Go ahead, big bro.
I was gonna say a lot of people can't handle the truth, man.
That's a fact,
man.
A lot of people can't take the truth. They run from it more so than like they make it seem like they're looking for the truth,
but they really not.
Yeah, really be running from it.
Yeah, what you?
Nah, I want to touch on that. The Babylon to Timbuktu, man. Mm-hmm. That's a powerful book, man.
Yes, it is.
Go in there and read that, man. It shows you what we're doing to kind of identify us and distinguish us from the indigenous Africans.
Yeah. A
lot of people identify everybody on the western shores of Africa as Africans. But when you go into the studies, you will see these people were different.
Yes.
How'd they know? The commandments. He was keeping the customs and the traditions of the Bible so closely aligned, the scholars say they have to be the people.
Yes,
so when you go into this record, you realize, Africa wasn't necessarily, or the western coast of Africa wasn't necessarily our homeland. It was a pit stop. That's powerful because it's like, where did they come from?
Where did they come from?
We came from the Fertile Crescent.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The garden.
Yeah. Man, why do you think people, it's so hard for them to die, like to believe that? Because of...
Man, they blind, man. They blind and they distracted with so many things.
Like Super Bowl.
All-Star
game.
Issues in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they looking at it like I talked to solid dude from I think he from Ransom.
Mm-hmm.
Inglewood Ransom. And he was comprehending. He was like, I fuck with you, bro, but like, nigga, homies ain't finna listen to that. They don't got time. Nigga, we out here trying to beat cases. I'm like, man, look, this is why we going through it though. Exactly. We never asked why. We know what, but why?
Why? Yeah.
Why we having baby mama issues?
Come on.
Why we having issues with a nigga that look just like you ready to lay off an AR-15 on you because you live on the other side of the street?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
The Bible provide an answer, a detailed answer why. And he was like, damn, I never asked why. So I get it, man. I get it. We so distracted with so much, man. And it's difficult to get them to just sit down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For a second.
And man, we're gonna be right back, man, with more, man, in our final segment, man, of the Patio PolitiCz, Brother Iram, J5TH, DJ for J, man. We'll be right back, man. Patio PolitiCz.
All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me, ain't no nigga like me. I'ma show you, baby. I'ma make you mine. All smiles, no trouble. If you rollin' with me.
Justice, I assure you, will be served.
You want to restore the community, you have to restore order and instill fear in the people.
Me and you both know how this ends.
Yeah, we damn sure do know how it ends. It ends here. Because if we don't protect our people and land, who else will? Because it damn sure ain't the church.
Niggas are more out here like me.
That's what they want us to believe. And we're not born monsters. Circumstances, poverty, and pain turns us into that monster.
Yeah. Which one? I don't know.
A-roll, B-roll, C-roll.
All right, it's on your countdown, T. Yeah. Patio PolitiCz, man, we back. Brother Iram, my sandbox. Touchdown machine, man. Brother Iram was a quarterback. He was out there. Look. Before Kaepernick, before Lamar Jackson, before Donovan McNabb, y'all. Look, before Michael Vick. Brother Iram, I don't think you be telling people this.
Nah, I don't.
See why though? you was a monster on the field, man.
Yeah, I be trying to keep it modest, man.
Man, come on, man. Come on. You was a beast, though.
You know, I only politic with my bros. If you know, then you know. You know
I know.
Yeah.
You talking about touchdown machine? Like you was. Come on, man. People don't know. I stayed and watched games, and you know, and I was a division up from my brother. So when we played, we can go home after that. You get what I'm saying? We didn't have to sit and chill, but I sat and chilled, and I seen like you was going up.
Right.
You, shout out to Taekwon, man, Jeremiah. You know, that's family. Y'all the little bros, man. Y'all was like the little homies back then that was just on it.
Right.
Hitting machines. You get your helmet and your shoulder pads. You get ready to walk up the hill. You it's y'all though. Right. Y'all was doing that though.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? So, man, you got. I understand the modesty, man, but damn, man. Yeah, y'all was savages. Y'all was beasts. Now, man, back into this overstanding, right? So, when the transition from being in a relationship, because I know you was with somebody who father was a pastor and all that. What was that transition like? Like, did you know you was gonna have wifey, baby, all that like then, or did it was like, damn, what am I gonna do? Going like coming out of that situation. Because I know it was difficult, man.
I knew I was gonna.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna get everything back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. I just didn't know when, but I knew I would.
But even with the question mark over the win, was you stressing, or was it just like I'm into this overstanding? We gonna break up and let me.
I knew I was. I ain't gonna even hold you. I knew I was because it's hard to explain it, but you know, you spiritual, man. So
yeah.
You know, it's just I knew it. Shout out to my bro Ratazan. Ratazan said, look, gave me some words of wisdom. He was like, the sister that you was dealing with, that was your hurdle. That you had to get over. He said, the Most High gonna bless you and give it all back.
Man.
And I believed him when he said it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, our words are powerful. So I'm like, damn, yeah, he is. I don't know when, but he is. He said, man, you're gonna have everything that you thought you had with her, you're gonna get it all back.
Wow.
So I knew. Yeah, I know.
Wow. Now let's say getting over that hurdle. We looking at the hurdle when we running track. We like, damn, that shit look high.
For sure.
Was you looking at it like that? Like, I believe you, but once that gun go off, you gotta go.
For sure.
You gotta go. You can't stop.
For sure.
Yeah.
It was rocky at first initially, but I think the girl that I was dating before made it easier because how she dealt with it. She was solid. She was like, what she said, I respect what you're doing.
I remember you told me, but she was firm on her beliefs.
She was like, I'm not changing. I'm not gonna stop eating pork. I'm not covering my head. I'm not facing the east when I pray. I'm not a Hebrew, but I respect what you're doing, and I think everything that you're doing is gonna pan out for you. You know what I'm saying? So that made it a little bit more easier to kind of deal with, as opposed to it being like a question mark.
But was it getting over it difficult though?
Yeah, initially at the beginning, because it was like people in my ear like, hey bro. Why did you go get your girl back? What you on, bro?
Yeah.
This coding has you lose your girl. What are you on, bro? Hey, bro, go get your girl back.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So yeah, it was the people, but like I said, when I talked to my bro Rata, I'm like, damn. He brought out a scripture in Romans chapter 8 verse 16. He said, man, basically paraphrasing, like they was so close to it.
Yeah.
It's almost like they denied Christ. They was close.
And I remember you was telling me that her father was a pastor. What was that like?
And he even gave me words of wisdom. I had so many assurances that I couldn't turn back, big bro. Like you was talking about the last situation, I couldn't turn back because what he told me was, oh, you got the true gospel? You feel like, oh, the way y'all doing it is the right way? Then why you keep talking about my daughter? Go preach the gospel. It was too many. It was too many assurances, big bro. So it was like, damn. At this point, like, what do I do? I mean, she handled it okay, I guess. Her father was like, "Why you talking to me about my daughter? You got the gospel?
Go preach it.
You keep telling me about love. I don't care about that. Go preach the gospel."
Yeah. Was that hurtful? Was you like on some fuck it? Like, all right.
Yeah, it was done at that point. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I got over it. That's when I was able to like get over it. And then when Rata gave me that scripture in Romans, I forget what it says, but basically paraphrasing, like, hey, look, man, they was close to it. They not gonna probably never get it because you're not gonna get this close to it again. But that ain't on you. Blood off your hands. So once I got that scripture, it was confirmation. It's time to go. It was like being born again. You know, Christ talking about being born again?
Real talk.
It's exactly what happened to me. I felt like when I had that moment when she said what she said, and then her father said what he said, and then Rata sent that scripture, I felt like, damn, I'm back on training wheels. But I'm gonna be green though.
Yeah, always, because you with the Most High.
Fact.
Now let me ask you, B.O.W, Believers of the Way, man, because I'm following y'all my comrades and my brethren. You know, I don't believe when I seen you on, I believe it was Manchester, down the street from Mom's, Manchester and Broadway.
Right.
I believe that you was with True Nation still at that time.
Right.
So I haven't seen B.O.W, but I do follow y'all on social media, and I check y'all all the time. And I'm like, man, look at my brothers, man. You know, little bros. You know, y'all doing it, and I really rock with y'all. How did that come about?
Yeah, so Believers of the Way came about when Ratazan and I left True Nation, and we was like, look, bro, what we doing?
Yeah.
What we doing?
Yeah.
Are we gonna just be commandment keepers in the house? Are we gonna go out into this highways and byways like Yahawa Shai? And we had that, like I told you, we had that 3-hour talk. And it was history.
So when y'all had the 3-hour talk, was it with True Nation or was it with you and Radazan? Where y'all like, nah, like we got.
Well, we had to talk with them too. We had to talk with them, but it was with me and him. You know, it was with him and I, and we felt like our purpose was larger than True Nation. No slight on them. We just realized like we got a bigger goal in mind, and we're not gonna be able to accomplish it here. So we gotta go ahead and move out. You know what I mean? It's seasonal, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is just a season. I was supposed to be here, and I'm gone.
Now let me ask you: do you think B.O.W is seasonal or is
it possibly could be? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't feel like it is. I feel like
I don't either. Yeah.
I feel like we're cooking up right now, but you know, sometimes the Most High have people in your life for seasons.
Yeah, he do, and somebody taught me this, man. Mom Dukes taught me this. She said you got rooted people that's in your life forever. You got seasonal and regional people, and I learned that shit from the demos, cheerleaders, all kind of shit.
Right.
But I'm like, I remember you was telling me at a point, you was like, Jay, I might go to the Bay with this. I'm like, what? Nah, like you just getting started. Like we building. I'm recruiting too. Like you like, you know, Yahawa might have something for me out there where I'm a. Right. Do you still see that or?
Man, that's crazy you said that. I was talking to my rib the other day, and she said Arizona.
Yeah.
She said let's try to make a transition to Arizona.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna see what the Spirit say.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I gotta move.
Yeah.
I gotta be like the Apostle Paul. I gotta make moves. I can't be stationed in one spot. I gotta go get the people. I gotta go get Yahawa sheep.
The Apostle Paul was a beast. Yeah, he was
dedicated his life to this.
He was, yeah. Prison, man, he was a beast though. He didn't stop.
Did not.
And he was persistent. And one thing I tell people, man, they be like, man, when you say, because I tell people, I say, man, I fuck with the enemy. And they like, what? I'm like, I admire him. And they like, what do you mean? I said, that motherfucker persistent.
For sure.
And he's like, why you fuck? I said, because it's persistent. I said, I admire his persistent in fucking your day up or fucking your life up. I say, we're as believers, we're not as persistent as he is. That's why I admire him. You got to admire your enemy in some shape, form, or fashion. I'm like, if we just imagine if we were as persistent as the enemy was, where would we be right now?
Ruling the earth.
Con. And they like, oh, I get it now. I'm saying, see, I'm like, I don't look at him and say I want to rule the world and all that. Like, this music shit may not be for me, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna reach who I can and all that. At the same time, that motherfucker persistent. We got to be persistent in whatever our highways and byways is, or whatever our way is in ministry in this. We got to continue to be persistent and keep our foot on their neck. And that's what I love and admire about you brothers. Y'all really own it.
For sure, yeah.
Own it. Arizona,
man.
Man.
That might be the spot, man. Send them up for you, boy. I don't know. We'll see.
That's dope. So, like, how, was it difficult for you and Brother Radazan to come together with everything? Because I seen y'all from the beginning stages. Rada, from the beginning when y'all left. Because you hit me when you left, like, man, Five, I'm a free agent. I'm like, what? And I was attempting to I was attempting to recruit. Hey man, me and Brother Matthias, we getting come over to ROI, Rod of Iron. Like I need you. You like the Kobe Bryant. I'm like already putting in his ear, like, I got somebody. You know what I'm saying? You like, I got this though, Jay. And I'm like, okay, all right, for sure. I'm gonna follow that then too.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So was it difficult with y'all forming it? Like, how did that all come about? B.O.W, the name, and just y'all two coming together and making it as strong as it is.
Yeah, so the name came from Rata. It was a name that he already had previously, like when he was in the Christian church. He was just like, it's time now to go ahead and use this name for the truth. In terms of our transitioning, we had a little kinks we had to work out in the beginning, but then it was seamless. I knew it was the Most High after like maybe our first feast turnout, because that was in the middle of the pandemic.
Wow.
The first one.
Wow.
When it was crazy. And we was able to get through all the barriers and all the different things that was against us. The pandemic, Karen calling police on us, all this madness, right? Trying to get us shut down.
Yeah.
We was able to keep the biggest feast, in the Bible, the Passover. And after that, I was like, okay, yeah.
And when is our Passover? Because we ain't gonna let educate them on when our Passover is.
So, the day, or you want me to give you
the day?
Okay, the day. Let me get my calendar out. Passover this year will be April 14th, sunset.
So it's coming up, y'all.
April 14th.
Y'all still got time.
Yeah. So we're gonna slaughter the lamb, which is representative of Yahawa, who the world calls Christ. We're gonna do it like it say in the scriptures.
And man, like I remember somebody I know, they hit me and was like, man, you told me to start following True Nation. They slaughtering animals and all. I'm like, what? And then they're like, no, they just made a blood sacrifice. They just cut it. No, I'm like, what?
For sure.
This is after you left, so I'm like, I ain't really. They like, nah, man, you put me on this Hebrew Israelite stuff. I was with them. I seen them like they cut a lamb neck and drunk the blood. I'm like, what? Do you think that's too literal, or it's like?
Yeah. When we go into the scriptures, right? That's why you say that. It says we got to keep the ordinances and the rights, as it says, thus says the Lord.
Thus, exactly. I remember you always telling me that. Thus says the Lord.
We keep the ordinances and we don't try to deviate. We just stick to the script, big bro. We've been hearing all life. Hey, man, stick to the script, man.
That's it.
Don't try to. Hey, you don't need no audible. Don't call no different play. Stick to the script.
Stick
man.
to the play. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't the creator, wouldn't he know more than us?
Exactly.
So I just stick to the script. Yeah. So
exactly. Cause they like hitting me like it's a lamb or a sheep. I'm like, where? I'm like, first of all, man, we in South Central. First of all, I said, I know where True Nation is. I'm like, how these niggas get a motherfucking sheep on Western? First, I need to know that. You know what I'm saying? And like, man, they cutting throats and all that, and I'm like, they're like, y'all radical. You over there drinking ghost blood and all? I'm like, man, chill, man. I didn't hit you, but I'm like, man.
Yeah, no. So it's a spiritual thing, man. The Passover, it's supposed to be representative of the blood of Christ.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's what that's all.
Like
about.
like what they would deem communion.
Communion, yeah. You know, the church called it communion. We call it the Passover because that's what it was. It was Passover. It was the feast on unleavened bread. And we do it as the scriptures say. Christ, he partook in it.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we supposed to be followers of him, don't we supposed to do what he did?
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
Con.
Yeah.
Dang, man. So let me ask you, man, what do you think your ultimate purpose in life is?
This truth, for sure. To educate my people on who they are and bring them back to the law, statutes, and commandments. That's my purpose.
Man. And what do you see for yourself, man, say in the next 5 years, per se? God, Yahawa willing, if we still,
we're still here. Yeah, Yahawa willing. I see me leading a large group of brothers and sisters with, in various different ways, but for sure, my goal is to have a school for our kids. Mm-hmm. They don't have to be subjugated to the ways of the world. So that's the goal, and Most High willing, we can have jobs for our brothers so they can keep the schedule according to the scriptures. You know how in the world they get their holidays off,
like every other religion or worldly. Yeah,
they get their holidays off. Well, we're gonna get our holy days off.
Yeah, real talk. And why do you think it seems what I'm coming into the understanding with us is it's real difficult for us to get our off days. Well, we gotta have a paper, and it's like they read it and they're like, but if it was Catholic, Muslim, or Christianity, it'd be it's a finesse to that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I always say, don't say you're Israelite, just say you're a Christian. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Christian is more accepted, right? It's more friendly, right?
Yeah.
So I say I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian that keeps the Old Testament laws.
Because I believe when you say I'm a Hebrew Israelite, what? They get
it's too radical.
Yeah, too radical. So they'll see a video of Iram chewing like what he did. So
we want to keep them in dark.
Yeah.
We don't want to let our oppressors know what we're doing. So we'll tell them, look, I'm a Christian, man.
Exactly. What Napoleon say, man, when you continue to fight, I'm gonna paraphrase it. When you continue to fight the same enemy, you end up knowing the enemies, and we know it. 400 plus years, we should know. Like you said, we're Christians.
Yeah, we're Christians. Yeah. We don't gotta let our enemies know our plans.
Nah, real talk. Real talk. And what if somebody say, well, you say that, isn't that lying according to the...
No, because we're followers of the Messiah.
God.
Gotcha. Yeah.
See, y'all, that went, if y'all not from the Eastside low bottoms, that shit went over y'all head, man. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't understand that. And that's cool. That's cool. Y'all not supposed to. So, brother, let's talk about B.O.W. and how people can get in contact with you if they want to follow you, which I know they will, to get some of this overstanding.
Absolutely. Hit us up on YouTube, Believers of the Way. Go ahead and type in Believers of the Way. That's our YouTube. You want to email us, believersoftheway144k@gmail. Iram Ahla on Facebook. Ratazan Sharian. You can just type in Ratazan on Instagram. You can catch us. Or Believers of the Way on Instagram. B.O.W. on Instagram. Tap in.
Man, you can't say you be going hard on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
You follow my brother on Facebook, you bound to get cut. Just watch the videos, but don't comment.
Hey, people be a little ruthless on Facebook, though.
They do.
They be a little too ruthless. So.
But Iram he get with them. He don't ignore no posts.
Yeah, I match their energy. I match their energy on there, man.
I remember you did. I don't know if I think it was last year. You did a whole video about the Pueblo, the project. You had the map. I'm like, damn. Now I'm like, my rider broke down every aspect of the projects and where he stayed, where my other comrades stayed that I played ball with. I'm like, damn, he broke it down, and it was facts though, just on how, and just in that area what we're subjected to. And it was real talk.
Yeah, it's one of the curses in the Bible.
Yeah.
That says we're going to be raised in single parent households.
Yeah, and you broke that.
95% chance. If you grew up in the Pueblo Del Rio housing project.
Come on.
You have a 95% chance of growing up in a single parent household.
Mm-hmm. 95. That means, yeah. It ain't slim to none.
You're down there signing up for single parent households.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's treacherous over there. It's different. Yeah,
the curse is gonna follow us everywhere. So yeah, you're right. It don't matter where we at. But I wanted to emphasize that because I didn't want to come with the religiosity.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show him a real hardcore fact. This is a scripture and a curse that the Most High said he was going to put on us. I'm proving you through my neighborhood. I know everybody from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm showing you, look, every single one of us grew up in a single parent household.
And what I love and admire Rada about it is the fact that you're not speaking from somebody who didn't grow up in the projects. You point like, I stayed here. I stayed across the street from Whoop-De-Wop and these are all the people we grew up and know that we played ball with and just know even to this day. Some is doing life in the pen, some is deceased, rest in peace. But we all grew up around everybody. And you was able to point that out. So if someone, they can't question that. It's different if you say, man, I stayed on Western and this and that. I stayed, in Lamert Park or Ladera Heights, but these are the projects. Like, nah, you speaking from, I'm in here
for sure.
My family is in here. You know what I'm saying? And it's different.
It's different.
We different
for sure.
I believe our understanding to what the Most High has called us to be is different. That's why we
holy.
Yeah.
Because we different.
Facts. And that's why I'm like, man, come on now. Like we just, it's, man, you already know how we tap in.
For sure. I just pray that people listen, man. I pray that he got an ear to hear, man.
Yeah.
Get a bar, man.
Yeah. And what keeps you, because I know, man, it must be difficult when you out on the highways and byways doing your thing. What keeps you driven, man? Because I know for some that are weak or some that are straddling the fence, to see, all right, people ain't listening, or I don't think they listening. This ain't for me. What keeps you like, nah, I'm mashing the gas? Because you don't care. You don't care. You don't care who's listening, who's not. You just go.
So keep me going.
Yeah.
Keep me going, man. I already know what I signed up for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the scriptures don't lie. The Most High told you what it was going to be.
Yeah.
He said, go out there and prophesy to the wind.
Yeah. Real talk.
So, and I understand the spiritual aspects to it. And I know you can relate to this because what is breath? These words, they're life. And they travel. So when I speak the word, it goes out into the atmosphere. If there's nobody there, it's still in the atmosphere. And then it travels. And then it gets into the minds of our people. You ever had an epiphany?
Yes, sir.
Where did that come from? That came from the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So regardless if I don't see the actual value right there, I know there is value behind it.
And you still planting the seed.
For sure.
You still
So if there's nobody out there, I'm speaking the word and it's traveling.
Come on, man. Now, lastly, before we close, man, what's up with the music, man?
Man.
I sent you a track. You like, man, big bro, I can't even. I'm like, what, man?
I'm locked in, big bro. I really want to work, for real. You seen what I posted, right?
Yeah.
So, to this beat, that's on right now. So look, I really want to.
You can spit that truth, man.
Nah, for sure. I got about 50 songs, man. I really want to get a project. I gotta tap in with Big Bro. It'll be a crime if we don't. We gotta.
That's what you did a song with Too Smooth, man. Shout out to Too Smooth.
Shout out to
I'm
Smooth.
like, damn, man, like Too Smooth bragging like, man, he's like, I got Sid Fly. I'm like, Sid Fly. I'm like, he Brother Iram me like, nah, I got Sid Fly. I'm listening to it. I'm like, he on some Kendrick Lamar on this. I'm like, man, him could have did. He like,
sure.
He like, I got him though. I'm like, what? This is my little bro.
Yeah.
Man, so what's up with the music? Because I seen on Facebook that you did drop something recently.
Right.
But I believe that was just one joint.
Yeah.
So is that on a project or you just?
I'm cooking up some. Probably gonna need, infant, to spin the block on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to drop it, man. You think I should?
Think.
Yeah, man, let me go ahead and
think.
Yeah, this is
I know.
This is the perfect time. All right, so look, I had 2 titles in mind. Y'all go ahead and let me know which one y'all like better.
Mm-hmm.
I got Rigor Mortis.
Ooh.
Or Holy Chronicles.
Ooh-wee. That rigor mortis is deep. Yeah, that alone.
Okay.
But the Holy Chronicles, woo. What you think?
No rigor mortis.
Yeah, I'm on the rigor mortis.
Okay.
I'm on the rigor mortis.
Rigor Mortis, all right.
Come
There's
on,
2 or 3
man.
witnesses, man. Let the word be established.
Come on, man. Come on. You got to though, man. I'm gonna be on you.
For sure, be on me, big bro. No, I just need a studio.
Come on, man.
Studio, man.
Yeah, that's
I got somebody, but it's like I need to be able to lock in and work. You know how we work.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, you got to get with M for Too
taken
Smooth.
care of. Yeah, it's done.
Come on,
I'm
man.
gonna hit your line, because I need to really, I need to drop something, bro. It's a crime.
Don't say that, man, because the next time we link up, man, we got to get Brother Radazan ass in here too, man.
Yeah,
like
we get Rata in, man. Rata got all them. He got all them kids, man. You know
hey, all praises though, man. He doing what he got to do though.
He fruitful, man. He multiplying. Shouts to Rata though. We're gonna have to get Rata in one time.
Yeah, man. So again, man, just let the people know how they can get in contact with you and everything, man. I ain't even gonna bring up Sid Fly, man, because I know.
No, it's good, because that's what I still go by that name.
Man, I still go by that project though, man.
I still go by that. Yeah, I still go by it. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Still go by it.
You did some Lauryn Hill shit. You dropped a dope ass project, and he's like, big bro, I ain't know that no more. I'm like, what was the purpose of the project?
You can get with us on Believers of the Way 144K at Gmail. You can get with us Believers of the Way YouTube. Our church is 10716 South Avalon Boulevard 90059. Pull up on us, man. We actually have a physical building, and where we get it in at, we on the highways and byways, but we actually have a school where we get it in at. You're more than welcome to pull up and get your spiritual food. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it in terms of the contacts.
My brother. Well, let me share this with you, man. I'm gonna give you your flowers, man. You're definitely inspirational to me, my family, man. We love you.
Likewise.
You are, you're not a Thompson, you're Avery, but y'all family.
For sure.
I love your father like he's my uncle. I love you like a little brother. Sure. And it's always gonna be that, no matter what the fuck it is.
Right.
And I thank you too for bringing me into this overstanding, because it's not only changed my life, but it changed my kids' life as well.
For sure. Man.
So after every prayer, they like, man, Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. They own it. they own it, to where they mothers is like, what's that? And I'm like, they tell their moms like, nothing. You don't get it.
That's what's up. They already got with
They already own it. They already own it. My junior is on the Apocrypha. He always asking to read it.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll credit that, to you, my brother. So I thank you. And I love you, man, dearly.
Love you too.
And you gotta come back.
For sure, man. Yeah. hell
Nah,
yeah.
for real, man. This home
back
base,
door, man.
you family.
Yeah.
You get what I'm. Don't say that, and then I gotta look for
Come
you,
on,
man.
big bro. You already know, man. I didn't even know. You so close. Like, I can down there and walk to this.
Yeah, that's why I hit you. Like, nah, man, you gotta come.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that you came, man.
I appreciate the offer, big bro.
Always, and just know that for you, you know this home base. For Brother Rochester, anybody that's a brother, you's a brother to us.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is home too. You know, so if y'all just want to come talk y'all talk, we here.
For sure, man.
We here.
Love the setup, big bro. Appreciate you. Love you, man.
Man.
Love your family. Infant, you know I love you too, man.
Ryder.
Hey, man, this is a blessing to be in this position, man. And I can't say too much more than, all praise to the Most High, man.
Yeah, man, and you know mom's gonna get on your ass because she like, I got a niece. She need like, she gonna be on you, man. When she see this, like, what? Like, I'm on your head too, man, because niece could have got something, man. She 15 months, we gonna get her something, man. So I know where you live, so I gotta pull up whatever. Yeah, I'll be on that YouTube, like, hey, nigga. But yeah, man, my brother Iram, Sandbox, DJing for J5TH, Patio PolitiCz, man. And we gonna close it like that, man. Make sure y'all check out my brother and follow me, get into this overstanding. Get left or get lost, man. Come on.
We hope you stay a while, 'cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life.